Okay, how do I begin this? I don't even know. On YouTube, there are a lot of channels. According to this latest survey that I did myself, there are at least 4 channels on YouTube, maybe even 5, and new ones are popping up all the time. Most of these new channels are relatively mundane, but every so often a very special one pops into existence. A channel that has some kind of special quality that sets it apart from the rest. I believe that one of these special channels belongs to Nyanners, one of the cutest voices on YouTube. For those of you who don't know about Nyanners, here's a short clip to get you introduced.
Chick brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours.
Now that we're all on the same page here, I'm going to review our mixtape. If there's one thing Nyanners is known for, it's for having the most suspicious cute voice I've ever heard, but she also makes some song covers in this voice, and those are really popular too. All of her videos that have more than 1 million views are song covers, 2 of which are rap covers. The video that I discovered her through was actually one of these song covers. By using her really cute, high-pitched voice when singing and rapping, Nyanners created a very prominent, unique selling point for herself and captured a lot of attention through these covers. So when she announced her debut mixtape in a cover of the Drake and Future song Jumpman, I thought that this had plenty of potential to become an incredibly memorable record in the ever-growing genre of meme rap. Was I correct in these assumptions? Well, this mixtape came out back in June of 2016, but I didn't get to listen to it until July. Since then, I've listened to it front and back countless times. I've rearranged each of the 13 tracks into every possible order and listened to them then. I put the mixtape into Audacity and listened to it backwards. I spent days meditating on it. After all this, I believe I have the answer to this question. This is my review of of Nyanners Gonna Give It To Ya X2 Nico Mimi Reloaded. What am I actually doing with my life? On this mixtape, Nyanners shows off her talents as a surprisingly proficient MC, and doesn't crutch too much on the novelty aspect of her rapping and singing in this cute voice. One thing I particularly liked about some of the songs on here was her ability to transfer her unique, offbeat personality to all these different songs. She has a very distinct personality when she raps and sings, and she lets that shine through in her covers of these songs from various different artists. She seems to be so at home on these songs that they almost sound like freestyles over the original instrumentals rather than covers. This personality and unique rapping style also allows her to take lyrics from a bunch of different artists like Soulja Boy, Kanye West, and Snoop Dogg and still make all the vocal performances on the tape be cohesive and sound like they fit perfectly in with each other. At times, she even blends multiple artists together on the same track, like in her earlier mentioned cover of Jumpman, where she makes verses from Drake and Future sound like they were written by one artist. This owning of another artist's song is also present in the non-rap songs on the tape, like Hello Kitty and Starships. I definitely won't be the first to say this, but Nyanners is a really good singer, unironically good. I haven't listened to the original, and I think Hello Kitty is a certified jam. These 2 positive qualities that I just named, her unique personality and cohesive rapping, also extend into what I believe are original songs on this tape. I actually feel like this is where they shine the most. On this duo of songs, Cloud Rap and Gamer Fuel, Nyanners turns things up to 11 and pumps out 2 Cloud Rap slow jams that utilize her voice perfectly. The producers of these 2 tracks, Oyster and duo Lip Gloss and Ado, both come through with nice atmospheric beats that sound very cloud rappy without getting too surreal or inaccessible. Also, before I move on, I just want to say I have no idea who Tim is, but he spits some heat on Cloud Rap. Tim, this is going directly to you. This is a message from me to you, Tim. If you have a mixtape or more songs or something, please send me it. I would love to hear more from you, Tim. You're a star, Tim. You're a star in the making. Same thing, Nyanners. If you are somehow watching this video, please ask Tim to email me his mixtape. If he has one, I would love to hear it. Unfortunately, the cohesiveness I've described in Nyanners' vocal performance doesn't really transfer over to the production. That's not to say any of the production is bad, but over the course of 8 songs, the instrumentals stay in this sort of uncanny valley where they're not similar enough to feel like they belong on an album together, but not different enough to sound diverse or give a sense of hopping from one genre to the next in a comedic way. We go from crunk to mid-2000s gangster rap to pop to cloud rap with nothing to smoothen these transitions, but a few weird interludes that are funny and perfectly capture the surrealness of this whole thing, but don't really add much to the overall tape. Like, they could just be taken out and no changes would be made, basically. This disjointed flip-flopping between styles doesn't really take too much away from the individual songs, but it makes the mixtape feel more like a goodie bag compilation of songs rather than a singular finished product. A lot of the songs on here, especially some of the covers, feel like they could be switched out for another song from her channel with little effect on the overall flow of things. Other than this, the mixtape doesn't have too many obvious flaws. I wish it was longer, and I really hate Starships. Like, her cover of it is okay, and she does have some good singing on it, but I just hate the original song, and I have a lot of bad memories with it. They killed him. They killed him. Overall, I give Nyanners Gonna Give It To You X2 Nico Mimi Reloaded a positive 1.5.